Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're delving into the heart-wrenching Yoruba drama Ajumobi. This film takes us on a journey through love, betrayal, greed, and redemption. If you love detailed recaps of powerful stories, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming recaps. Now, let's dive into the story of Shiju and his family. A story that reminds us how fragile life can be and how quickly those we trust can become strangers. We begin in a modest, yet happy household. Shiju, the patriarch of the family, is at home with his loving wife. It's a quiet morning. Birds chirp outside, and there's a gentle rhythm as his wife sweeps the floor and dusts the furniture. Shiju, feeling playful, decides to get some exercise. He's in good spirits, teasing his wife as he stretches. They laugh together, showing us a glimpse of their joy and affection. He starts jogging around the living room, telling his wife not to worry. This is his new exercise routine. Still brimming with energy, Shiju heads for the stairs. He takes them two at a time, jogging up and down as part of his workout. His wife smiles and shakes her head, amused by his antics. She trusts him. After all, these stairs are part of their daily life. But suddenly, there's a loud thud. Time seems to slow. She freezes, heart racing, then drops her cleaning rag and runs toward the sound. What she finds will haunt her. On the staircase lies her husband, Shiju, crumpled on the ground. Blood trickles from his head. He's unconscious, his body twisted in a way no human body should be. Panic erupts. She cries out his name, shaking him, but there's no response. Her heart pounds in her chest as she rushes to the phone. Hands trembling, she dials emergency services and begs them to send an ambulance. This peaceful morning has turned into a nightmare. At the hospital, the doors swing open. Shiju is rushed through corridors and is taken for immediate tests, CT scans, MRIs, neurological exams. His wife rushes to see a doctor. Immediately the tests are done. He looks at her with a solemn expression. The doctor explains that they have conducted a series of tests. Shiju has suffered a traumatic brain injury. The good news, his skull is intact. The bad news, his brain has been badly bruised. He's in a coma. He might wake up, but his memory could be affected. The doctor emphasizes that everything at this stage is based on probabilities, not certainties. He warns that the road to recovery will be long and the cost will be staggering. Each day in the intensive care unit costs hundreds of thousands of naira, not including tests or medications. This revelation hits his wife like a slap. She nods, tears filling her eyes, and thanks the doctor. She doesn't care about the cost. She'll do anything to save him. But in the back of her mind, the reality of their finances begins to sink in. After she left the doctor, we see her husband lying still, tubes running out of his arms and head. Machines beep softly. His chest rises and falls. He looks fragile, a shadow of the man who was joking and jogging just hours ago. At this point in the movie, what would you do if you were in her position? Drop a comment below. Would you sell everything to pay medical bills? Or would you ask for help from extended family? We love hearing your opinions. Let's get a discussion going. And don't forget to like this video if this opening drew you in. Realizing she can't face this alone, Shiju's wife calls Auntie Sabana, a trusted family friend. She explains the situation. Shiju was exercising. He fell, and now he's unconscious. Tears flow as she recounts the blood on the stairs and the doctor's dire prognosis. Sabana listens quietly, then tells her she will come to the hospital immediately. When Sabana finally arrives, she sees the pain etched on her friend's face. Without hesitating, she wraps her arms around her. "We will get through this," she says. "You are not alone." This moment of solidarity is powerful. A nurse advises them to be strong, to focus on the possibilities rather than despair. She also gently reminds her that doctors can only predict so much. Real outcomes are in God's hands. Her words offer some comfort. Shortly after, a new face appears at the hospital. Uncle Dejari. He's a relative, the older brother of Shiju. He is well dressed and carries himself with the swagger of someone who believes he's important. He greets Shiju's wife, then asks about his condition. As she fills him in on the events, he nods sympathetically. But behind his eyes, there's a flicker of calculation. The next day, a family meeting takes place to discuss finances. Shiju's younger sister, Iyunade, sits in the corner playing on her phone, seemingly indifferent. Her sister and Uncle Dejari are present. The mood is tense. Uncle Dejari explains that the hospital bill after 3 weeks has already exceeded 10 million naira. The ICU alone costs 150,000 naira per day. This doesn't include medications, tests, or nursing care. He explained that the wife must have used up most of the money she had saved. Uncle Dejari clears his throat. "We need to think practically," he says. "We can't just throw money at the problem forever." He suggests selling one of Shiju's parcels of land to raise funds. "The property is just sitting there," he argues. "It's better we sell it now and save Shiju's life." This suggestion sparks outrage. Shiju's younger sister, who believes that land was promised to her, stands up. "My brother gave me that land," she says firmly. "It's not for sale." The room erupts in debate. Voices rise, fingers point, tempers flare. It becomes clear that beneath the surface of this family meeting are years of unresolved resentments and secrets. Calm but firm, Shiju's wife proposes another solution. She still has some money set aside, and she's willing to sell her car, if necessary. "We don't need to sell the land," she insists. "I'll do whatever it takes. If we can bring Shiju home and hire a nurse, it will be cheaper than paying ICU bills. He'll recover better in his own house." Her determination surprises the room. Some relatives scoff, others nod. Uncle Dejari, however, remains silent, watching her with a calculating gaze. Have you ever had to make a tough decision about selling family property or using personal assets for medical care? Share your stories in the comments. Your experiences could help others in similar situations. Shiju's wife's proposal takes shape. She has consulted with the doctor and arranged for a trained nurse to continue his therapy at home. They move Shiju home. The nurse sets up and takes care of the Shiju daily, with the experience of someone who isn't doing this for the first. Shiju's wife watches closely, determined to learn. She refuses to let her husband down. Days pass. The nurse visits regularly. She exercises Shiju's arms and legs, stimulates his muscles, and helps him breathe more deeply. One day, during a routine session, Shiju's lips curl upward in what appears to be a faint smile. The nurse gasps. "He smiled," she exclaims. His wife rushes to his side, eyes wide, heart racing. It's a small victory. But in a battle like this, small victories mean everything. A few evenings later, Uncle Dejari comes to visit and, in a roundabout way, drops a bombshell. "Did you know," he says casually, "that Sabana isn't really part of our family? That she had an affair with Shiju before you two married?" The words hang in the air like poisonous vapor. Shiju's wife freezes, confusion and hurt flashing across her face. Uncle Dejari continues, deliberately twisting the knife. He claims that Sabana pretended to be a sister for years, hiding her true relationship with Shiju. He insists she can't be trusted. He even claims he's lined up potential buyers for the land, offering up to 100 million naira. His goal is clear: to destabilize the wife emotionally so she'll agree to sell the land and raise the cash. It's a brutal manipulation. Uncle Dejari's meddling doesn't stop there. He wants to go and visit Shiju in his room, claiming he just wants to protect him. However, the wife does not believe this to be true. In truth, she's afraid he'll harm her husband out of frustration. The cruelty of this accusation is staggering. What do you think of Auntie Sabana's revelation? Can you forgive her for hiding her past with Shiju? And what about Uncle Dejari? Do you think he truly cares about his brother, or just wants money? Tell us in the comments, and if you appreciate this deep look into the characters' motivations, be sure to like and subscribe. There are more twists to come. In the middle of this chaos, a new threat emerges. Unknown to the family, corrupt police in cahoots with Uncle Dejari. They send officers to the house, waving orders to confiscate Shiju's car and other possessions. They claim they are just following the law, but it's clear they are acting on Uncle Dejari's instructions. Shiju's wife stands her ground, demanding a warrant. The nurse reminds them there's a man upstairs, gravely ill, who needs peace, not this circus. Her courage is admirable, but the harassment wears her down. Without thinking, she marches over and confronts him. "How dare you?" she cries. "This is my husband's property. You have no right." Dejari laughs, but his eyes flash with anger. "You're just his wife," he sneers. "The land belongs to the family. You can't stop me." The men leave, unsettled by the argument. The sale is postponed, for now. Later, his wife sits with him and pours her heart out. She recalls their early days, their struggles, and their victories. She tells him how much she loves him, how she can't imagine loving any other man. She confesses her fear that she might lose him. Then she tells him about the vultures circling, about Uncle Dejari's schemes, about Auntie Sabana's revelations. She asks him to fight. After days of silence and uncertainty, the storm finally arrives at Shiju's doorstep. It's been days since his collapse, and now, in the midst of the tension, Uncle Dejari and Shiju's older and younger sister storm into the house, determined to take control of Shiju's property. They barge in with forceful words, claiming that they have a right to inherit the land, believing that Shiju's wife doesn't have the authority to manage it. Auntie Sabano, who has supported the wife through this ordeal, is also present. But the scene quickly escalates as emotions run high. Shiju, up until now believed to be unconscious, suddenly makes his presence known. The sound of a gunshot pierces the air, followed by the sight of him walking down the stairs. He's been quietly recovering, keeping his progress a secret from everyone, including the nurse. It's been 3 days now, he announces, his voice steady but tinged with disappointment. He looks at his siblings, his gaze hardening with the weight of their betrayal. "I'm ashamed of you," he says coldly. "You've betrayed me. You've betrayed my wife. Is this the way family treats each other?" His voice echoes in the house as the family stands frozen. The once proud and fearless man is now standing on his own, a living testament to his own resilience. He has seen the deceit and greed that has festered in his family, but is no longer afraid to confront it head on. His siblings, who had hoped to divide his wealth while he lay incapacitated, now face the full brunt of his disappointment. "How could you?" Shiju continues, turning to his wife with a gentler look. After everything you've done for me, they tried to steal everything we've worked for. They've shown their true faces. He stands tall, fully awake, and now deeply aware of the treachery that surrounds him. I'm disappointed. The room is thick with silence. His siblings try to justify themselves, but Shiju isn't listening, his face hardening with every word. His wife, watching the scene unfold, is overwhelmed by the betrayal, but stands strong, finding solace in her husband's return. She knows the fight isn't over, but now, more than ever, she feels hope surge through her. This battle for her husband's survival has been long, but with him now standing beside her, it seems they can face anything together. In an emotional turn of events, Shiju drops to his knees in front of his wife. Tears well up in his eyes as he speaks. Please forgive me. I've been selfish. I've hurt you in ways I can't even begin to explain. I've made mistakes, and I'll spend the rest of my life making them right. But the one thing I know for sure is that I have never cheated on you. Not once in our marriage. He continues, his voice shaky but filled with sincerity. Yes, there was a time before we were married, when I was with Sabana. But that was before. Since then, I've been faithful to you, and I regret hurting you with my past. You are everything to me, and I'll never let you go. I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I'm begging you to stay by my side. His wife listens in stunned silence, her emotions battling within her. The weight of his words, the sincerity in his tone, and the sheer vulnerability he shows are enough to crack the walls she's built around her heart. I don't want to lose you, Shiju whispers. Please don't leave me. The tension in the room fades, and a long silence stretches between them. Then softly she replies, I forgive you. I've always loved you, and I want us to move forward. We've been through so much. I believe in us, Shiju. We can still rebuild what's been broken. And so they reconcile, not because everything is fixed, but because love, in its truest form, allows for second chances. They both know that their road ahead will not be easy, but together, they are ready to face the future, no matter the obstacles. Ajumobi is a powerful reminder of how quickly life can turn. It shows us that even those we trust can betray us when money is involved, but it also proves that love can endure. Shiju's collapse, the chaotic scramble for money, the scheming relatives, the painful secrets, all of these could have destroyed them. Yet, thanks to unwavering love and forgiveness, they find a way forward. The story challenges us to think about how we'd act in similar situations. Would we sell property to save a loved one? Would we forgive an affair for the sake of family unity? There are no easy answers, but Ajumobi reminds us that compassion and communication can heal even the deepest wounds. Thank you for watching this recap. If you found it engaging, please like this video. Subscribe to our channel for more detailed breakdowns of movies and TV shows. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we upload new content. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your opinions on the characters, the moral lessons, and the moments that moved you. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments section. Until next time, stay safe, cherish your loved ones, and remember, family is everything.